Hi, this is Scott Abels, and I want to welcome you to PrepJet. I'd like to tell you a little bit about us. In my case, I began working with applicants for the EPPP in 1990. I ran that brand up until 2016. And during those many years, I worked with some terrific people. Many of them work here at PrepJet. You see, we had an idea to create something streamlined, cost-effective, and also focusing more on where the points are instead of teaching psychology. We have a belief that you already know psychology, so why do we need to teach you everything under the sun about it? I remember many years ago asking a gentleman why they were spending so much time. They had a company in New York at the time, and I said, why are you covering so much about psychology? It's like Psych 101. And even though I knew that the exam was focused on undergraduate upper division coursework, his reply was, well, we don't want to have people fail, and we don't know what kind of program they came from, so we want to teach them everything we possibly can. I disagree. I've always disagreed with that philosophy, and I'm very glad that thanks to Dr. Michael Markovitz, the founder of the American Schools of Professional Psychology, the first accredited PsyD program in the United States and the founder of PrepJet, that we had the freedom to create a program that is unlike any other. Because we use brief, to-the-point summaries that address only things that you could be asked about, so that you can develop cognitive flexibility, so that no matter how a question is worded, you'll be able to answer it. Applicants are very educated people. They're smart, but they've heard a lot of myths about the exam. You'll learn about those myths later on, and if you were to talk to me or write me, I'm happy to assist you with that. But I just want to give you a deeper understanding about what makes us different. First of all, we work with you individually. We have two programs. There's a basic program and a premium program. The premium people are the people I work with. And the basic people are people who are in a self-study program. And like the old days when we had the Book of the Month Club, where you would just pay as you go. Because see, at any time you can cancel your account with PrepJet. You're not signed up for some long-term thing. You don't need to pay up $1,000 up front. We have a month-to-month program. It's very simple. And also with PrepJet, the nice thing is, if you need help, you'll get an email to us, we'll get back to you 7 days a week. I do know that my colleagues at PrepJet, all of whom have worked in this field for 20 to 35 years, one in particular I want to tell you about, Diane Edwards. I first met Diane Edwards through the founder of one company, and Diane had been writing mock exams since the late 1970s. She not only wrote the mock exams, she wrote the study volumes, she wrote the lectures at workshops, she wrote the quizzes. Diane Edwards is the only generalist I've ever met, and I had many, many employees for many, many years at our brands. And she is the only generalist who truly understands the depth and breadth of the exam. And my former director of education, Dr. Alden Horry, who started a company called CE Mobile, which is now part of our company, he assists also with working with PrepJet customers. In fact, he offers a number of free workshops that you can take without even being a customer. The whole thing about PrepJet can be summed up this way. We focus on where the points are, and we teach the test. We don't teach psychology, we teach the test. You already know psychology. And if we can do this right, you should be able to get through this program in 90 days, no more than 120. And yes, there have been some people I've been able to get through in 6 weeks. I don't really enjoy that too much, but most of the folks are in and out in about 90 days. There's no long-term contract. You don't have to pay up front a lot of money. You just pay as you go. And the most important thing is this. Because we've been doing this longer than anyone, based on our own individual experience, I can promise you you'll have the benefit of our decades of knowledge, insight about the test, how it is structured, and the best ways to approach mock exams in our program and the real exam when you're ready to take it. I hope you'll take the tour, go through our program and take a look at what we do and how we do it. And if you have any questions, feel free to write me at scott@prepjet.net. This does not have to be the hardest thing you've ever done, but it is probably the most regressive thing you'll ever do. We're committed to each and every individual's ability to pass, and we'll help you do that. And all you have to do is trust. Leave your baggage at the depot if you're a retake, and believe me, there's a lot of them out there. Ever since it became a paper and pencil test, when it stopped being a paper and pencil test, the pass rate has declined. It seems like more and more people are failing, and they're failing 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I have one customer that I was working with just a month or two ago who's failed 10 times, and they're not alone. It's a hard test. And if you are struggling because you might suffer from ADHD or OCD, well, we have to take that into account. We have to take into account whether you have children or some after-work responsibilities. Or maybe you're under pressure because if you don't pass your exam, you'll lose your job. We need to know these things so that we can tailor a program just for you. And remember, with us, if you need help Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, just write us an email. Because we're not going to let you just sit there and wait and hang. We care about every single applicant. I hope you'll give us a try. And if you have any questions, one more time, just write me, Scott at PrepJet.net. That's PrepJet.net. And thank you very much.